Man, vlog number 2. I know it's been a bunch of days since I did a vlog, but there is nothing I dislike more than a bad day or a depressing day of being overcome with things as a person with BPD, borderline personality disorder. It becomes like oppressive of who you really are and kind of like rips you from the world and makes you into this awkward persona who's completely uncomfortable and unhappy and manic and just angry, kind of sad, really. Not angry, lonely, ripped apart. Now, yeah, a man's supposed to say angry when he's actually sad, but I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes I feel sad, especially when I just feel kind of cornered and like I don't know what to do in my life or what to do with myself. I mean, we all have our own, little job in life and all that, or whatever the hell we do. We have our own passions and shit. But what is the purpose, and what is our point, and where do we go next, and how do we actually better our life, especially as younger people, like quote unquote, with like no direction, I suppose, because that's just it. It's just like there's not really a lot of purpose to current life. So yeah, I talk about, comics, and I talk about music, and I talk about movies, and I talk about things like that. TV shows. By the way, Iron Fist is a fucking amazing show. Watch it on Netflix. But basically, just the point of my whole thing is just everybody is the same. We all just want to be happy and accepted and understood by others. And when you're not, like me, for example, who's completely cornered and away from everyone else and no real friends and just fucking weirded out by everything going on and shit, you just wind up feeling really, really let down and disappointed and like a disappointment to everyone else, and like you just fucking did nothing right in your life, like pretty much like you just you failed everyone, and you failed your son, who you don't ever see, who you love with all your heart and would like to with every fiber of yourself, especially if it's been fucking 3 fucking years or however fucking long it's been, that you cannot imagine. You cannot imagine succeeding and getting your life better and figuring out what to do with yourself. You can't imagine, like, really being accepted and really feeling like you were a part of something and like you mattered. And all you can really imagine, if you're a person like me, is just the reality that you don't matter, that you are unimportant, that you are forgotten or disliked by anybody, and anybody who even liked you just doesn't, it's like they don't actually have time for you, I suppose, or things like that, because they're good people. That means if they actually care about you, then they have a good heart. So it's just like, I haven't had a conversation with nobody in 1,000 fucking years, man. Real talk 101. I don't ever talk to nobody. I don't ever get a call on the phone. And if I do, it's not going to be it's going to be a fucking bill collector or some fucking bullshit. And life is a tedious, monotonous journey of sadness and cornered into a little bag like some heroin that you just don't even want to take, but it's almost like the methadone don't work no more. So the whole point of all I'm saying is life doesn't really make anything simple. It just kind of happens. It is what it is, and then you're done. You live, you're in pain, and then you die. But all I want to say to the world with my secondary vlog is I never try to feel down. Never try to be upset. But I am inside a sadder person than a lot of other people. BPD, borderline personality disorder, makes, and it does affect 1 out of every 4 people are males, I should say, that have it, and it's only 1% of people who have it in the first place, so it's not exactly like some wonderfully amazing or well-renowned fucking thing to have wrong with you, and it's just like something that a lot of serial killers have had, so it's actually kind of scary to have wrong with you. It's not, I don't have any feelings of hurting another, aside from taking myself out of this world, which would be much better, and I would be much happier. But I've never had a thought of, in my entire life, of hurting another. Like, anytime I've done anything that has hurt another person, it has been either for self-preservation or out of complete and utter frustration and anger with, people, and, like either they're hurting you or they've just been shouting and chiding you, and, or you've seen horrible things that have just killed your heart, But I would have never wished I would have done the things wrong I have. I have nothing but regret for that. I wish to Christ that I hadn't made the mistakes I have, and I just wish that things were different. That I knew what to do, that I knew how to succeed, and I knew what life was really about. So I guess this vlog's title would be Discomfort. I'm a young John Day.